Good morning to one and all. Today we start with the topic in continuation with the radioactive waste, greenhouse gases and global warming. So, greenhouse effect first. To maintain the earth surface green, we need certain gases to be maintained. So, it is equivalent to a greenhouse effect or polyhouse. Means here for growing plants, a green colored house is maintained. Means it is completely present in a green color. So it can be either made up of green sheet or glass house. So what happens in this, which is used for growing plants inside this? So it is called as greenhouse effect. In this greenhouse effect, we can maintain temperature. Main reason for this is maintenance of temperature. So in this maintenance of temperature, generally it allows the sunlight to pass in. Some amount of light is reverted back, but whatever the light which enters inside this greenhouse will be using for the maintenance or retained in the house. Retained in the greenhouse, and it is useful for plant growth. So when we compare outside temperature, outside is 29 degrees centigrade. Inside of this plus 3 to 4 degrees centigrade is higher. Means 29 degrees centigrade plus 3 or 4 degrees centigrade greater than the outside temperature in the greenhouse. So this is called the effect which is occurring in the earth surface is also called as, because of retention of it. This is because of retention of heat is called greenhouse effect. The retention of heat to maintain the earth temperature is called greenhouse effect. So this is mainly useful for the organisms to survive, plants to produce food. So here this effect and we have two gases responsible for the maintenance of this greenhouse effect. So they are called as carbon dioxide and methane, CH4 methane. These are used for maintenance of temperature in the Earth's surface. So these are called as greenhouse gases. So this is very important for 3 marks or 5 marks. Any 2 or 3 or 5 valid points for respective marks. Definition for 1 mark. 1 mark. Greenhouse gases, 1 mark. So these are the possible questions in the examination. So because of this changes in the temperature, because of this, once have a look. So your greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is a natural phenomenon occurring in the Earth's surface and heating up atmosphere and Earth surface. So in this greenhouse effect, if you take this is the Earth surface, around this we have certain layers. So around the Earth surface, that is called as ozone layers. Here troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere. The ozone layer, O3 layer present in the stratosphere, O3 layer present in the is called good ozone, and the troposphere, whatever the ozone is present, that is called bad ozone. Bad ozone. So these are the different layers. Now, sun is emitting the light. Some amount of sunlight is reaching to the Earth's surface. So this is sun radiation or light, sunlight. Sunlight consists of different waves of light. So that is CGX UVI. C stands for cosmic rays. G stands for gamma rays. X stands for X-rays. U stands for ultraviolet rays. V stands for visible rays. Visible rays. I stands for infrared rays. And visible range of light between 400 to 700 nanometers. 700 nanometers. This will be below 400 nanometers. This will be below 700 nanometers. So here half of sun radiation is absorbed by Earth's surface. 1/4 of sun radiation is absorbed by clouds and different layers of atmosphere. Different layers of atmosphere. As a result of this, only very few solar radiations are reflected back. When they are reflecting, so again some amount of IR radiation is entering to Earth's surface. So this is how the continuous phenomenon of intake of a radiation and only little amount is reflecting back. That is again absorbed by the clouds and there again IR radiations again emitting to them. So this continues, because of this continuation around the Earth's surface, the CO2 and methane, these are called as greenhouse gases. So they maintain the earth temperature. So the maintenance of the earth temperature by these gases along with the different layers leads to greenhouse effect. The maintenance, because of which the earth is maintaining the temperature of average 15 degrees around the earth. If this greenhouse effect does not occur, the temperature would be -18 degrees centigrade occur on the earth, the minus 18 degrees centigrade temperature would occur on the earth's surface. When you see the percentages of greenhouse gases mean, we know that carbon dioxide approximately 60% and methane 20%, 80% completed. CFCs 14% and nitrogen dioxide 6%. So these are the, and here the carbon dioxide and these are called as greenhouse gases. So the continuous heating up of this earth temperature is because of these greenhouse gases, and they maintain that, and for this only the life is possible on earth. But due to the continuous increase in temperature because of pollution, the temperature of earth is increased by 0.6 degrees centigrade worldwide. So the continuous increase in temperature leads to global warming. Global warming means temperature of earth increasing at surface. Increase in the temperature of earth's surface, because of which what happens when global warming occurs? El Nino means high temperature, that is odd climate changes takes place, or La Nino, that is heavy rainfalls because of high temperatures. Because of high temperatures takes place. So El Nino, La Nino and other things, what happens? Polar ice caps melts. As a result, glaciers melt, and water, that is sea level, increases. Sea level increases. If sea level increases, what happens? Certain low areas enter into seas. The good example is Maldives is into water till 2035. So this is the one of the example what happens because of. And Titanic ship accident because of global warming only. Titanic ship accident is because of the global warming. Because of global warming. Ozone depletion and stratosphere. Ozone depletion and stratosphere. You know that ozone means O3, oxygen means O2. This is also called as means. Here oxygen. This is O3 molecule. When O2, O double bond. So don't think about bonds, just try to understand oxygen. So ozone is the O3 molecule. This ozone is present in two layers. One, so if you assume that this is the earth, around this earth, first layer called stratosphere. Around this, the second layer called troposphere, stratosphere. ionosphere. Means in order to remember that, you need to remember that these are the three spheres. Iono, away from Earth, towards Earth, middle. So the troposphere, whatever the ozone present is called bad ozone. Bad ozone, troposphere, bad. Stratosphere, stratosphere, ozone is good. So here ozone, which is, why it is called good and bad? Good means not affecting living organisms. Not affecting living organisms. Bad means it hinders living organism growth or plant growth. So it is called as bad ozone. Bad ozone. Now, so the ozone O3 is calculated in a units called Dawson units. Very important one mark question or neat point of view. One more question or neat point of view, it is very important. So this also very important. Which ozone is good ozone, which ozone is bad ozone, and so on. So what happens? This between the Antarctica region in the from August to October, Antarctica, August and to October, there is a, you can see depletion of ozone. Very clear, depletion of ozone is clear in this season, in this time. Why? Because of more usage of so here we need to talk about ozone layer, ozone hole. Thinning of ozone layer is called ozone hole. This happens between August to October. We can see very clearly every time it happens, but it can be seen in the Antarctica region. Why this happens? We need to talk about CFC. CFC means chlorofluorocarbons. These are also called as ODS, means ozone depleting substances. Ozone depleting substances. So because of this ODS, the chlorine present in the chlorofluorocarbons will be replaced in the ozone and it acts as a catalyst. This chlorine acts as a catalyst to release oxygen molecule. As a result, thinning of ozone layer, O3 layer take place, which may lead to the formation of ozone hole. In the wake of this ozone thinning, okay, all the countries from the different world in the world, they have signed a protocol called as in a Quebec City, Montreal, Quebec of Canada, called as Montreal Protocol. Montreal Protocol. This was signed on September 16, 1987, and from September 16th, 1989, that is 2 years, it came into effect. So the main aim of Montreal Protocol is taking consideration of ODS and reducing ozone depleting substances and help in regeneration of O3 again. Help in the regeneration of O3 again. So September 16 is called World Ozone Day. Need point of view, this is very important. That is very important.